Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
State Senator Arthur Orr is the latest to tell you, hey, filibusters are coming this week in the Alabama legislature. Senator Orr predicts that all remaining votes in the Alabama 2025 Senate session will require cloture to overcome Democratic filibusters, signaling that many bills, including tax cuts, may fail due to time constraints. The strategy endorsed by Lieutenant Governor Will Ainsworth follows a contentious Senate session where Republicans used cloture to pass 6 bills on Thursday, but now Republicans will leverage their supermajority to push through required priorities by limiting debate and killing broadly supported legislation. So that's really going to be a problem here. Without a willing minority there in the body, a fight and contentiousness is coming.
6.
Fighting back! Fighting is back on in Ukraine after an Easter truce and failed attempts by Ukraine to get a 30-day truce. Yes, so there we go. Fighting is back on. There was an Easter truce put forth by Russia. Ukraine said, how about 30 days? And Russia said, here, well, how about these missiles instead? So that's where they're at right now. President Donald Trump is now warning that the U.S. will withdraw from brokering a Russia-Ukraine peace deal unless significant progress is made soon. He is expressing frustration with the lack of advancement in negotiations. He is not a happy guy as of right now. So you got a failed 30-day truce that was attempted. That goes nowhere. Negotiations apparently going nowhere as well. Trump emphasized he's not being played by either side, but the media is telling you that this is just what Putin wants.
Number 5.
U.S. Representative Dale Strong, a Republican here in the great state of Alabama, called for the abolishing of NPR's $600 million federal appropriation, arguing that the outlet operates as a mouthpiece for the Democrat Party, which it does, obviously, and promotes biased narratives, which it also does. Strong's stance aligns with broader Republican pushes to defund public broadcasting, citing NPR's coverage as evidence of liberal overreach, though NPR defenders continue to argue that it provides essential journalism for underserved communities. Yeah, as much as I love their 9-hour jazz fest and all this other stuff, you can find all of this in the private market. We do not need the government as a news organization. Stop the nonsense. The proposal faces an uphill battle in Congress with no clear timeline for action, but reflects growing conservative frustration with this entity.
Number 4.
The Department of Homeland Security revoked the visas of 15 international students at Auburn as part of a broader Trump administration immigration crackdown, and the university is pledging to provide legal and academic support to affected students. The revocations, primarily targeting students from India and China, lack clear explanations, raising concerns about the decision, which could be cleared up by the federal government if they wanted to. The first Latin American, well, that's the next story, excuse me. But let's talk a second about Auburn. Here is the issue with Auburn, and let me make this as clear as I can. The Trump administration has not done what they're supposed to do. If you're going to do something big like this, like go around revoking a bunch of people's international visas and all this other stuff, well, then look, explain why. Put out a fact sheet saying, here's why we ended the visas of these 15 students. Let people know.
Number 3.
The first Latin American pontiff, Pope Francis, died at the age of 88. His aggressive liberal actions and stances on issues like immigration, climate change, LGBTQIA, ampersand 2LIS, exclamation point plus, and the Israeli conflict with Gaza. I mean, this guy was pretty wild when it came to his positions versus the previous positions of the church. I gotta tell you, I don't like where this is all going. Okay, conservative factions in the Catholic Church think they're going to be taking back control. I don't think that's going to happen. This Pope's death was announced by Cardinal Kevin Farrell He died of double pneumonia, and it marked the end of a 12-year papacy, a very aggressive papacy.
Number 2.
President Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, criticized President Biden and Vice President Harris for their immigration policies, directly leading to the release of an MS-13 gang member from ICE detention. And these gang members obviously were released a bunch of different times. And I'll tell you this, I think this is outrageous. I think it is a real mess. And the policies put forth by the Biden administration lead us to where we are right now. All these other releases of people who were dangerous to their community fueled violent crime and the backlash we're seeing now. But the deportation of a wife-beating, gang-banging, human trafficker, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, still continues to be sparking a media and Democrat backlash. And the Supreme Court is even siding with liberals saying, no, stop the deportations. You can't do this stuff.
Now, time for the number one thing you'll be talking about today.
Maybe this isn't the number one thing you should be talking about today, but I find it to be the most obnoxious thing happening. We had another weekend of protests. Yes, it happened again, this time under the banner of No Kings. At least that's what they tell us over and over and over again. But it was also a hands-off protest and Stop the Oligarchy protest as well. Some branded it as an economic blackout. I don't know. They don't know what they're doing. It's basically a bunch of senior citizens out in the park yelling about stuff, about their Social Security. Give me my government money! That's what they want. I paid for it! The marchers, of course, decrying Trump policies and even Elon Musk's role in the Department of Government Efficiency, just like all of them. It's the latest string of never-ending protests. Demonstrators numbering in the hundreds in cities like Birmingham express fears of authoritarianism, fascism, and democracy being deleted as I love this, democracy being ended and deleted as they suggest that the current president be removed, the one who won in elections. Really. They're just upset about his agenda, particularly citing Trump's immigration agenda. And like I said, the Department of Government Efficiency, they want to end all of that. So they're having quite the little tantrum in the parks and in the streets and on the street corners. They're doing stuff, guys. And they're letting you know that they're important, and we're all very impressed. You're doing a lot. You're changing it. So stay tuned. I don't know when the next protest is, but I guarantee you there's one right around the corner. And the 501 whatever movement is totally a serious thing. So the next one will be happening at some point in time, and you're supposed to be very, very impressed with all of this. So good luck. The next protest, I don't know when it is, but I'm sure there's one coming to a town near you. If I look on their website, the next one is May Day Strong. Oh, good. A protest for straight up communism. So there we go. There we go. That's what it's for. Awesome. And we'll continue to follow this. Good luck with your protest, everyone. You're doing it. You're doing something. We'll be right back right here on the Dale Jackson Show. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Get WBNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.